And I'll lay it across the back just for a period of time. And I watched breeders do this, not understanding, but I watched what they did. And it made sense because after a while, see what it does? You can see the difference, how it just stands that hair right up. What makes Rex unique is their fur. It's like feeling nothing. You can be having the worst day there is, and your hand just floats over. It's very calming. It's short, dense, plush.
Alright, so the last two things I want to hit on is, are you cool with showing how you do grooming at all? Like no,
I have a problem.
Okay.
Yep.
On whatever rabbit you want to. It doesn't have to be on.
Well,
I know some people are cautious about.
Oh, nah, not me. I want to teach. I want people to learn. I don't use your ordinary toenail clippers. These are just little wire pliers, but they've got a spring on them, and it works great. And they're only like $1.99.
I've never seen those before. I mean, I've seen them before, but I've never really thought about it for that.
Yeah, and I just trim them. Oops, sorry, baby. Oops. No, I didn't hurt him. He just doesn't like it. But what's nice about these, being they're cheap at $1.99, I mean, some of them are $5, $6. You got to cover the hole and do all this stuff. This is so easy, and I even had my husband resharpen them for me before. But that's pretty much. And when I'm grooming, yeah, I actually use a brush sometimes. You know, you're not supposed to use a brush on a Rex, but when I'm working on like the tail or down here, I will use the brush just to pick up the loose stuff. And this is just a plain little comb that one of my breeder friends in Texas, you can go down to the Sally's and buy a little box of them. And all I do is comb it, and it gets the dead stuff without tearing the undercoat out. And when it gets loose, I get enough loose hair on it. I take a little bit of, I put a couple drops of mouthwash, just a plain old mouthwash, Listerine, and I use my hands, and all that loose stuff just comes off without messing with my undercoat. And then you look, you got a nice, and you don't have to do it every day. A lot of it, if your animal is in a clean environment, they will keep themselves clean. And like I said,
and so you just use the slicker brush just for the tail?
Yep. I don't use a brush on any of this. I also have a cattle blower at home. When they're blowing their coats, when a Rex is really blowing their coat, or their new coat's coming in and there's a dead spot sometimes across the back, I'll take a cattle blower and blow it. That cattle blower will bring all that dead fur out, and then you just groom it off without messing with any of your coat. And the cattle blower was the best thing. You can take it outside on the picnic table and go to town, or in the barn. My rabbits are used to it. I just hide them like this, and they jump around a little bit, but they get used to it. But then I have this towel, and I like, no, that's all right. I like linen, but I'll dampen this towel like this, and I don't know. And I'll lay it across the back just for a period of time. And I watched breeders do this, not understanding, but I watched what they did. And it made sense because after a while, see what it does? You can see the difference, how it just stands that hair right up.
It's very interesting.
And that's just by observing. It's not really wet.
It's not wet, but it's enough to...
Dampness, yep. That's why that tells, you see why I say the air will do stuff? But it just makes the coat look, and I don't do it all the time because sometimes they're ready, but if you're going up for a big show and the competition is really stiff and you know that your animal might need that little extra. It's not altering the coat. It's not wet. You don't. If you feel it, it's not wet. But there's just enough humidity that it makes that coat stand. Can you see that?
I love his texture.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a good boy. He was junior buck in Massachusetts. Yeah. I had senior buck and junior buck in the broken class. Yeah, come real close to breed that year. Once, I guess you gotta be happy. Once best of breed, I can't complain. But